Everyone, I am a fog whisperer and full-time YouTube and Twitch content creator. You might know me from my news videos, my informational videos, tutorials. I am a Everyone, my name is King. I am a fog whisperer and full-time YouTube and Twitch content creator. You might know me from my news videos, my informational videos, tutorials, or maybe even being the original host for DBD game shows. It's a pleasure to be on today's stream.
Hi darlings, it's your girl Die Hard Diva, and I have a few would you rather questions for you, the community.
Would you rather be chased by 50 duck-sized Onis or one Oni-sized duck?
Ducks is a lot already, and it's still Onis, so I think I'm just gonna stick with one Oni-sized duck. Plus, I do like ducks.
Honestly, one Oni-sized duck sounds pretty terrifying. I think I'm gonna go for the 50 duck-sized Onis and literally just strap my Tims on and get ready to boot them, because there's no way I'm running from one Oni-sized duck.
Question 2. You get $50 million, but the Wraith is chasing you at a snail's pace for the next 10 years. Do you take the money?
Honestly, I think this is a easy yes. All I need to do is like set up some motion cameras in my house. As soon as I see the Wraith is coming, I need to set like a bunch of like alarms and stuff. As soon as I get his exact location and know where he's at, even if I'm sleeping and it just like rings and I know, I'm out. I'm in a place that has 2 exits. That's the Grandmaster plan here. Go out 1 exit, dip out of there, fly across the country, and live my days. As soon as I can calculate how fast he's going and he's about to approach my location, I'm out, going back to the other home, and we're just gonna rinse and repeat.
Rafe at a snail pace for the next 10 years? He won't catch up. That's easy $50 million. Go ahead, give me that easy money. There you go. Yeah.
Would you rather play video games with Fung for an evening or go out to a cafe with Sable? Ooh.
Fung is a professional gamer, and I'm really competitive, so I feel like things would heat up very quickly. I'm gonna take the easy way out, and I'm gonna say go on a cafe date with Sable. Also, Sable is really cute. She's really cute. She really is. How dare they give us this cute survivor? I'm shooketh.
This is a good one. Honestly, I feel that if I play video games with Fung, she's just gonna be way too good because she's literally like in esports. I don't think I'm gonna really show off too well there. I'm gonna embarrass myself. So I think I have a way better chance of going out to the cafe with Sable and we could share a bunch of cool stories. That's my answer. I'm locking it in.
Question 4. Who do you think would put you through a tougher workout at the gym? Trapper or Huntress?
That's such a difficult one because especially if you looked on the Hooked on You skins, they're both like built. They're both like into it. Huntress got that arm, you know, she really has that Tom Brady arm, but I think I might have to go with Trapper for this one. The man like walks through so much traps all the time. He even has hooks like inside of him because he fought the entity. I think he's gonna really give me a tougher workout, so we're gonna have to go with him, and I need to hit the gym, so that works perfect.
Well, both Trapper and Huntress are very muscular, but have you seen the muscles on Huntress? I feel like she would really whoop my butt at the gym, so I'm gonna pick her. Sorry, Trapper.
What would the unknown have to say to someone to perfectly mimic you to others?
That one's easy. I'm a Leo. I choose chaos or fashion, fun, and chaos. Y'all diehard darlings know I am all about that fashion, fun, and chaos. I really am. Yep, Mimic knows me so well.
Wow, this one's a tricky one because I go through a lot of phases where I have a bunch of different catchphrases, but I don't know what do I really say a lot? Probably like a greeting. It has to be a greeting, right? Or like you're, you know, NYC, that's me. So I think I have to go with something like that. Or maybe I'm back. If the constant me saying I'm back to content creation and streaming after being on a hiatus for so long, that one also sums it up perfectly.
Well, that's all the questions. I'm very excited to see what you all chose for your Would You Rather questions. Until next time, see you in the fog.
Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. What?
I know.
Happening.
So exciting.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight live stream out there in Twitch world, YouTube world. This is our stream for our official stream for our July release and 2v8 release, because these things are both very important and both happening around the same time. So let's get into it.
Yes, this is our first live stream since our anniversary. So we're ready to kick off year 9 in a really big way. So especially because one of the best responses we've gotten from the anniversary live stream was your reaction to the announcement of 2v8 game mode. So in today's stream, we're going to break down everything that you can expect from the game mode and show you a full gameplay segment, and we couldn't be more excited.
And as if that wasn't already enough, as I just mentioned, we're welcoming a new survivor to the fog. The ultimate survivor, Lara Croft, is now, as of today and a few minutes after the show, in Dead by Daylight. So on the show today, we're going to be looking at her gameplay, of course, but also finding out how she made her way into the fog with us in Dead by Daylight. It'll be really interesting.
Yes. So, of course, we've got a lot on deck today. We're going to be going through so much content, but let's go ahead and take a look at today's run of show.
Let's get into it.
So first up, I'll be chatting with William, one of Dead by Daylight's narrative designers, to find out about how we wove Lara Croft's world into the world of Dead by Daylight. Then we'll sit down with Tomas, one of the amazing game designers, to talk about Lara's gameplay and break down each of her perks and how they pertain to her as a character. And after that, we'll have Justin and Brandon on deck to share everything with you about the new tome, Mythic, and all of its rewards.
Following that, Dork gets to sit down with our friend Rose to take a look at the incredible new collections coming in this release. And then after that, it's all things 2v8. We're joined by a different Justin Brown, a two-Justin show for you today. He's going to give us finalized gameplay details that we weren't able to give you at the anniversary announcement. And then we'll take you into a super fun and super chaotic gameplay showcase featuring our devs, Jordan and Peanuts, as well as 8 of our Fog Whisperers having a ball. And finally, in case you have questions, which of course you usually do, we'll be wrapping things up with a Q&A to cover 2v8, our new chapter, anything else you want to talk about, and maybe also to cover this next topic. We are very happy to say, finally, we have more details to share with you about cross progression.
Woo!
Pet favorite topic. I'm so psyched we can finally start talking about it. So for those of you looking for a chance to finally sync your Dead by Daylight progress and purchases across multiple platforms, the good news is you definitely don't have much longer to wait. Cross progression is going to be available on July 22nd. Less than a week. That's next Monday. Not much longer to wait at all. So we'll be back with a lot more details on that later in the show. We wanted to get that to you up at the front of the show. So we'll do Q&A. We can get into some of the specifics there. So stay tuned.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait for cross progression. But the last thing before we get into our first segment, Twitch drops. Of course, we're doing Twitch drops in the show. We've been doing them on our last broadcast recently. So make sure that you're linking your behavior account so that you can go ahead and get those Twitch drops. You'll see a QR code on the screen or a link in the Twitch chat. So be sure to get those. And if you're new to Dead by Daylight Twitch drops, all you need to know is that by watching any Dead by Daylight live stream, that's any Dead by Daylight live stream in the Twitch category, you'll be accruing watch time to get any of the Twitch drops that we have available today until July 30th. And this is going to be for a full outfit for Jonah Vasquez. So for all our Jonah fans out there, you can start by getting your watch time with today's live stream to get the Weary Eyes head cosmetic. Then after that, with 3 total hours of watch time, you'll get the Unwanted Attention top. And then with 6 total hours, you can complete the set with the Back Home pants.
Those are some very country music ass names, which are so good.
They are so good.
Shout out to the narrative team. We got another fun thing to talk about. So we try to weave in surprises wherever we can on these live streams. So we brought a little something special for you today. And if you are a Dead by Daylight fan, which let's assume that you're watching this. I mean, no one's here to watch this. Or a Supermassive Games fan, you probably already have the casting of Frank Stone on your radar. And today we're super happy to give you a first glimpse at a brand new trailer that actually focuses on the mysterious film that's being filmed by the characters inside the game. So let's check that out right now.
You think we're weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick.
In the summer of 1980, in the depths of an abandoned steel mill,
Are you absolutely sure this is safe?
an evil lies dormant, waiting to be unleashed.
Yo, coming?
Yeah.
The footage was thought to be lost. It now resurfaces
Ah, get off me!
for the first time.
What is it?
Evil comes for all. A Christine Gordon film
Check it.
starring Jaime Rivera and Christine Gordon with Linda Castle, Robert Green, and Bonnie Rivera.
We gotta get out of this place. We gotta get out of here right now. We gotta go.
Dare you enter Murder Mill?
And cut.
I think we got it.
The film is legendary. I heard it was only screened a few times, and each time the audience flew into a rabid, murderous rage. The CIA's got this secret lab called the Larry Memorial Institute where they use it for enhanced interrogation.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
I mean, I'm also a fan. And Murder Mill, eagle-eyed players are familiar with Murder Mill. Maybe they've seen it in a movie theater nearby.
Yeah, and Larry, they said Larry. Yeah, so I can't wait to get my hands on this game, and I know you can't wait either, but thankfully we do not have to wait much longer. The Casting of Frank Stone comes out September 3rd, 2024 for PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. You can pre-order now to get instant access to the Plunderer's Instinct, wink wink, perk, a feature that allows you to rummage around for hidden collectibles scattered throughout the game. We also have the deluxe edition that you can get available now, or to pre-order, so you can get instant access to the cutting room floor, which is another feature, a new feature that allows you to return to key decision points, so you could change them to see new outcomes in the game, and also check out those collectibles you might have missed. These features are available, or usually after you finish your first playthrough, but if you pre-order the deluxe edition, you get them both instant at launch.
But what else we got for you if you're getting the Casting of Frank Stone? Well, buying the deluxe edition gets you 8 exclusive costumes in the Casting of Frank Stone, but in a very cool twist, it also gets you a bunch of exclusive rewards in DBD proper. So all you need is to own both games and have them registered to the same behavior account, and you get rewards in both those things. So we've just thrown a ton of information at you. Sell. But if you missed some of it, we got that graphic there. See, there's a lot. Just go to the Casting of Frank Stone website for full details. Make your choice and get hype. September 3rd is not far away.
Yes, so that's it for us right now. But let's go ahead and kick it off with our first segment and find out more about how the team brought the iconic Lara Croft into Dead by Daylight. All right, so those who are new to our streams, you might see, or usually watch our streams, you'll see that Dave is usually our go-to guy for talking about everything lore, but today we want to introduce a new part of our narrative team who's been basically working on bringing in existing characters into the fog. So please join me in welcoming narrative designer William A. Mitchell.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here in the space for the first time. It's kind of surreal.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal for the first couple of times. But we're going to go ahead and hop in to talking about how the narrative team has collaborated with Dave to bring in this new chapter.
Sure. So usually Dave comes to us with sort of a realized idea, but sort of a blueprint of what we want to do with the character. Kind of here's who we're working with, and here's the general sort of thrust of what we're doing. on the narrative team, our goal is to take that blueprint and sort of fill in all the details, really focusing on the stuff like the motivations and you know, everything like about like the character that you see in the game. Yeah.
Okay, so then what are some of the ways that you have all weaved in Lara Croft into Dead by Daylight? And we've got this amazing poster behind me that has Lara Croft, the original survivor. So yeah, how have you guys brought her into Dead by Daylight's lore?
Sure. Well, I think there's some things that are kind of obvious, the big things, you know, the character bios, voiceover lines, memory fragments when we write those for some characters. Those are sort of like the big parts that we use to really tie people's lore into the game. But there's a lot of little things too that are very important. This is more killer-centric, but for example, when we're talking about add-ons, you know, we have these 20 opportunities to look at little mementos and tell stories about a character's past and sort of discover how we got to where we are now. Something that applies to Lara and the survivors as well is when we get to the perks. You know, we kind of look at perks as an opportunity to say, okay, this is who they are now, and this is why they are who they are now. We use that flavor text there to say, here's the character's strengths, here's the things that make them special in our universe, and here's how they got there.
Okay, so with like kind of filling out that flavored text and kind of making sure we're adding that person into our game, can you tell us a bit more about your experience with the Tomb Raider franchise?
Sure. So I was a young kid. I was working my first job. I was delivering flyers around town, and I had just managed to save enough money just to get a PlayStation 1. No game, no memory card, just a PlayStation 1. At the end of the summer. So I got that home, and it came with a demo disc, and that's all I had for a couple of months. So I went through that demo disc a lot, and one of the things that I stuck to the most was one level of Tomb Raider 2 that I probably played 100 or 200 times, shooting the same tiger a bunch of times in that. So that was my first experience, and it wasn't really until the 2013 game that I got really on board. This is when I picked up that game. I was just blown away by it. The presentation of that game, the character growth that we see over the course of that game, and the sort of brutality of it all was kind of shocking and really exciting.
Okay, so with talking about like the character growth that's kind of displayed in the 2013 Lara Croft game, can you tell us about how we're getting Lara Croft? Like at what stage in her development is she coming into the fog?
Sure. There is a moment in the 2013 game where she's on the tracks of the Solari Brotherhood, who are kind of the bad guys in that game. Mm-hmm. They've taken her friend Sam, and she's managed to find Sam finally after all this time sort of chasing her. But she gets overwhelmed by the Solari Brotherhood. So she has to jump off of a sort of natural rock bridge, and she lands in a river of blood, full of, dismembered like limbs and all this stuff. That felt like the perfect moment for the fog to creep in. So she dives in, feels all these, limbs kind of grabbing at her as she's trying to get back to the surface. Has this apocalypse now moment where she rises up out of the blood, and that's when the fog kicks in and she's in a new nightmare.
That sounds like a truly horrific event. I could not be as calm and collected as Lara. So speaking of that and like kind of like how that kind of brings in, can you paint a picture of what kind of qualities Lara is coming into the fog with?
Sure. I mean, up until that point in the game, you can see that she's already gone through so much, physical and emotional damage. She's been shipwrecked. She's lost her mentor. She's lost her best friend, and she's trying to escape a terrifying cult on a remote island. So she's really, started to become hardened at this point. Able to deal with all that damage. But on top of that, she's very intelligent. That's an important side of her for us to talk about. She went to school for archaeology. She's a whiz kid from a family of whiz adults, I guess. She's a genius who took her school and learning very seriously. But to me, I think the most important thing about her is that she always keeps it cool. She's collected, like you said, like For me, like, I freak out if I have a deadline coming up. She's keeping her head straight when entire tigers are coming after her.
Tigers, wolves, T-Rexes, the whole shebang, yeah. So then when you're working with an established character like Lara, how does that affect our process for bringing them into a game with, their and while also making sure to respect the canon and the current narratives they have? Like, so how do we, weave all of that back into us?
For sure. For a character like this, and for any licensed character, what it amounts to for us is an enormous amount of research. I would say I spend about 90% of my time doing research for characters like this. We want to look at absolutely everything that's ever been released for a character like this. There are so many games for this. There's also like the films and this and that. While we aren't using all of that, I think it's important to sort of build a mental picture for ourselves based on all that. As I mentioned, we're using the Survivor timeline for this story, but we don't want to completely alienate people who've never played those games.
Right.
There's a lot of people who grew up on those 90s games, playing the demo in their basement in 1998 or whatever year it was. So we try to keep those motivations in mind as we're creating the character to sort of paint a full picture of who they are. Then the next most important thing for us to do is find that perfect moment in whatever timeline we're using for us to have that divergence, that moment where, okay, this is no longer that story, this is now our story, where the fog comes in. Luckily, this was probably the easiest it's ever been. If you don't look at that River of Blood moment and say, yeah, that's when the fog shows up, then please let me know what moment's better.
Yeah, especially because it is such a horrifying, gruesome moment, to be submerged and all. No, thank you. But that kind of goes back to the horror elements that are a part of the Tomb Raider franchise. So can you tell us about how that might have inspired or informed our decision-making process for the narrative?
For sure. I've always looked at this series as, it's not survival horror, but it definitely is horror about surviving, I think.
Bars.
Well, thank you. There's so many moments in this series, like the entire sort of first hour of the 2013 game is horrifying to play through. It's really like intense and cathartic. Even in the old games, there's a temple in Tomb Raider 2 that is straight up spooky. In Tomb Raider 5, there's this part that you go through when you're in Ireland and you're getting chased by tiny demons. Like, these are horrifying moments in this game series, and it just makes sense to have Lara as a survivor in our game.
Yeah, I'm excited we're getting Lara. They can keep the tiny demons. But thank you so much, Will, for walking us through how we've brought Lara into the world of Dead by Daylight. Next up, we'll be sitting down with Thomas, who's going to be breaking down how Lara's gameplay comes into DVD. All right, now that we know a bit more about how the team brought the iconic Lara Croft into the fog, let's talk gameplay. Please welcome the amazing game designer, Tome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Welcome to the stream. I'm super glad to be sitting down and talking with you, especially because you are the designer responsible for the new chapter perks that we're going to be seeing in Dead by Daylight for both Killer and Survivor. And today, you're here in person, so let's go ahead and talk about how Lara's personality transitions into these perks. So for starters, I've got to ask, were you a fan of the Tomb Raider franchise before you started working on this chapter?
Yes, of course. I definitely remember playing the game as a kid and thinking, oh my god, this looks so good, right? And then, of course, I had to revisit the franchise for working on this chapter because a lot has happened since playing the game as a kid.
Absolutely. And this is a character that people know and love and basically synonymous with gaming in general. So what are the aspects of Lara that you had to brainstorm on or think about when making her perks?
Well, like we always start with David Shaw, who gives us the main themes, the pillars of the character, and we get 3 of these, and we sort of do a bit of research to try to find perk ideas, gameplays that would fit into these ideas. But in this case, all the 3 perks, all the 3 pillars, they translated really neatly into 3 perks, so that was easy. Each one of these is called Athlete, Adventurer, and Archaeologist, so that's the 3 ones.
All right, so can you tell me a bit about how they translated into their own perks?
Yes, of course. The first one is called, again, Finesse, and this is the one that connects to Lara as an athlete. So we wanted to make sure that we got to view her athletic side as an important part of, the way she moves through environments and the way she's doing all those cool, like action-y things. So we know we wanted to have that. So we know survivors in Dead by Daylight, they can do like athlete things, and we wanted it to be just a little bit more because the survivors in Dead by Daylight, they don't do superhuman things, so we wanted this to be distinct. So specifically, this perk, it gives you 20% vault speed when you do a fast vault. It doesn't use exhaustion, so you just like this little, it seems like a small margin, but it make a big difference in a chase. Part of the goal here was to make a different kind of athletic perk. We didn't want to have an exhaustion perk because we have a bunch of these already, and they don't work together. So we wanted to have something athletic and also something unique.
Yeah, I did notice that with Lara's animation, it was different. So can you explain a bit more about how the team came to decide that?
Yeah, well, we definitely wanted to have a cool animation for this, and we asked to create a brand new animation for the fast vault on the window and on the palette, so that it would, really showcase Lara's acrobatic abilities and, what she's capable of. The movement is like a parkour vault, so the player really feels like they're doing something cool and unique, and also the killer notices it, which is really important for gameplay and also for like the cool aspect of it.
It does look awesome, and it was amazing to use it in trials. And not only is it like unique just for Dead by Daylight, but it was also very Lara Croft, which I think is just a great combination. So what can you tell us about the two other perks for Lara?
Well, the second perk is called Hardened, and this one is built around the adventurer theme. As an adventurer, she's been through a lot, and she almost never gets rattled. And, this is what, the kind of feeling we wanted to give for Hardened. You complete a certain task, and you're rewarded for the rest of the trial. In this case, you don't scream, and you see the killer's aura in specific conditions. So we know that, she's always going through temples, going on quests for specific items and artifacts. So in this case, in the Dead by Daylight game, it turns into like opening chests and cleansing totems. So once you do that, you're rewarded with this kind of like fearlessness in a trial that we discussed.
Okay, so that would just leave the archaeologist perk. So can you expand on that one?
Yes, of course. This one's also very simple. It's called Specialist. And as you mentioned, it's kind of like the archaeology perk theme. It works by granting you tokens when you open chests. So this is something you can do, go around, open chests, and then once you go on a generator and do a great skill check, you're going to get what we call BNP, short for brand new part, which is this kind of like progress that cannot be broken on a generator, even if the killer kicks it. So when you open a chest, you get this extra value that you can use for something else, and that's pretty cool. Even if the killer kicks it, you're not going to lose that progress. So it's a great payoff, and then it's fun to go around, and I think it fits with Lara Croft.
I'm really excited to use that perk in my next trial. So last question, and this is a question we like to ask all of our game designers. Is there any tips that you'd like to give to players for using Lara's perks for the first time in their trials?
Yes, of course. The goal is always to be fun and simple and also, in a sense, effective. And each of these perks can bring you in a different direction. If you want to do some kind of build crafting, you could use a single perk with, 3 other that sort of mesh with it. But you could also just like take all 3 and go for a jack of all trades kind of like idea, or just, kind of like go for the adept, I suppose. If you're looking to play off of finesse, my call would probably be lithe, which is just an obvious choice. You just do this really cool fast vault, and then you start running, at a high speed. So that would work very well, and then you have the cool animation on top of it. Hardened plays more into like a stealth kind of like build. So in this case, you could use urban evasion, or like maybe there's like a chest build, and it's the same for specialists, right? It plays off with chests. So maybe there's a chest build out there. I'm just like willing it out. So like you could use coin offering, plunderer's instinct, and then if for some reason the killer uses hoarder, I don't know why they would, but they could. You're just in business,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to pairing finesse with lithe, especially just get that really cool animation and just take off. So thank you so much for walking us through all of that, Tome. It's really been a pleasure, and I'm so glad we had you on the stream. Next up is going to be me and Eric to prep you for our next segment, so stay tuned.
Okay, we are back. Dork, those were 2 great interviews. Thank you for that. Show is not even close to over yet. I checked chat. I saw people, people join whenever they join, so they missed a little bit of the news at the start. A lot of cross progression when? Well, cross progression next week on Monday, July 22nd. We're going to talk about it a little bit later in the show, so stay tuned. 2v8's coming up as well, so stay tuned. So there's something for everyone in the show today, so just stick with us. But right now, we're going to be joined by Justin Banks and Brandon Silvera, who are going to be joining us to talk about the new Mythic Tome. And Lara actually makes an appearance in the Tome, which is pretty dope. So we're going to jump to that, and then we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. I'm Justin Banks, one of the senior product managers on DBD, here today playing host as we welcome Brandon to the couch. Brandon, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon, product manager on the engagement team, and I work on archive strategy.
So Brandon is actually one of the guys on our team who is amazing in fashion. So if you've seen a lot of really nice outfits in the archives over the past few years, this is thanks to his knowledge working with the art team. So he's the perfect person to tell us a little bit about what's happening in Tome 20, Mythic, the cool rewards and collection within. So I really love the theme of this latest tome. I think it's amazing. Whenever the new concepts have come out, I think we've all been really interested in looking at them. And we're even dressed a little bit in line with the theme that we'll talk about. So can you tell a little bit to the players about this theme and how the Mythic title actually ties in?
Yeah, for sure. The team went in a really cool direction with the tome. We wanted to create something where we could introduce supernatural creatures from the spirit world that would relate to our characters in interesting ways. So our characters have basically bonded with different spirits, each represented by an animal or a creature that might have come to them in a time of need, or could simply represent the embodiment of that character in a specific moment. The spirits they bond with share similar traits, goals, maybe even morals with these characters. And this let us craft something really unique and was super interesting,
So I think this is a super cool direction. And not only is it interesting lore-wise, but it lets us create a very visually cohesive collection. So you put everyone side by side. They've all got the same flair that we've got some nice blue or VFX calling back to their spirit animal. And we do have our new survivor who is showing up in here as well. So can you talk a little bit about the featured characters and how Lara is showing up in the tome?
Oh, for sure. So let's start with the featured characters. Well, our main characters that we're going to be focusing on in Mythic are Yui and the Spirits. They're both going to have ultra-rare outfits that go above and beyond the others in the collection. And their spirits, they have very strong ties to Japanese folklore. So I think the players are going to really love this one. So to start, Yui, she's tied to the spirit of the Kitsune, the supernatural Japanese fox. And that's going to be available on Tier 1 once you purchase the Rift Pass. Yui's Kitsune outfit is also a mix and match outfit. The spirit, on the other hand, is tied to the Orochi, which is, 8-headed Japanese serpent. And I haven't forgotten about Lara. Lara isn't the featured character in the tome, but she is part of the whole collection, the whole Mythic collection. And she has an amazing outfit to boot. It's based on the Wraithskin outfit that you find by completing the Baba Yaga DLC in Rise of the Tomb Raider. And we've accentuated it a bit with some eerie details.
I think those details are amazing. I remember I played that DLC back in Tomb Raider. I loved it. So I think that covers our featured characters and Lara. But it's a pretty huge collection, so we've got 7 more. So what can you tell us about the survivors in this collection?
Yeah, all the survivors are getting really cool Guardian Spirit outfits. So, starting with Sable, for example. She's a little bit on the darker side, spends a lot of time in cemeteries. So, with that being said, her outfit is represented by a gargoyle. Elodie, on the other hand, is represented by a Bengal cat, which ties back to her Madagascar roots. David King, fierce as always, is linked to the lion, while Vittorio gets the silver wolf, which is a very noble creature, noble spiritual animal from his home in Italy.
Now, that Vittorio outfit is amazing. That's probably going to be the one that I'll pick whenever I run him. Now, what about the killers that fill out the rest of this collection?
Of course. I haven't forgotten about the killers either. We have 3 killers represented by evil spirits. Some are more tied to their human pre-fog lives. The trickster, for example, is connected to the Guishin rooster, who, according to his mother's stories, was an animal that kind of watched over and protected their family when he was growing up. The wraith, he's represented by the Agama lizard, which is connecting him back to his home in Nigeria. And finally, we have the clown who's bonded with the orangutan. Kind of keep this a little bit of a mystery for everyone, but check out his outfit lore for some great details on that relationship.
Yeah, that one is super interesting, a little bit weird, as the clown does tend to get. So that's all really cool stuff for all the outfit rewards. But again, we've got more than just outfits in the Rift. So what other stuff can the players look towards earning?
Yeah, for starters, we got some really cool charms for Lara, like the Chibi Lara, and some other player cards that really call back to her core experiences that I think fans of the recent trilogy will really like. All the other rewards, non-Tomb Raider related, will tie back to the rest of the Mythic collection and offer more, info on what these outfits are and why they are significant to their characters. We're also bunching those all together with the respective outfits so players can really unravel the stories as they're earning all the content.
I think that's going to be super cool. I know the team's put a lot of work into ensuring that those outfits and everything make sense. They fit this character, and we're hoping all the fans of those characters are going to love those as well. And for the people who love these so much that they're willing to earn the Deep Rift outfits, yes, we've got those as well. So, of course, Yui and the Spirit, they've got some very nice ones there. Of course, one for Lara as well. So, like her outfit for Wraith Skin. Some extra work I know the team has put in for that. And then we know there's fans of Sable. So Sable is getting a Deep Rift outfit along with the Trickster. So that's outfits. Let's get that out of the way because there's some really cool stuff here at the end that we kind of get to be as like, oh, but 1 or 2 more things. So with these fun new additions that we're adding into the Rift, can you spill some beans? Let players know what's in store.
For sure. I always have a, but wait, there's more moment. You got it. So like for the first time ever, players are going to be super excited about this. We're adding iridescent shards into the Rift.
What?
Yes, and it's all going to be on the free track too. So players who go through the entire Rift will be able to earn up to 2,500 iridescent shards. And then all this is on top of iridescent shards that you will regularly earn or through login periods. But wait, there's even more. There's going to be blood points. More blood points. We know all our players love playing a lot of the Rifts, and they love getting rewarded for that. So we're adding a ton of bonus tiers to the Rift. We're adding something beyond tier 85 now. Now, tiers 86 through 200 will contain 5,000 blood points each tier, and they're all going to be on the free track. So it's a nice little touch, nice little reward for players who really have a lot of Rift fragments to earn and use up.
And I think this tome is probably Mythic. I think we're describing it pretty well. There's a lot of content that we have in here. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us, and it was a Mythic experience. For all of you out there, Tome 20 has so much in store for you, from the amazing outfits, guest star Lara Croft, the iridescent shards, the extra BP. It's a lot, this release. It's some really cool stuff. So it's been a pleasure hosting, but I think I'm going to pass back to the pros, Eric and Dork. See you, everybody.
All right. A big thanks to Justin and Brandon for showing off the Mythic Tome to us. Honestly, it looks mystical. I'm just so...
mythical.
Mythical, yeah. Especially for the Elodie cosmetic. I cannot wait to get my hands on the Elodie one.
Yes.
But as they mentioned, this is a big release for the collections. Along with Mythic, we have 6 other collections that will also be releasing in the next coming weeks. They all look outstanding, and we have the one and only Rose to come back on the couch to walk us through all of it.
6. And while we're talking about outfits, just a reminder, as you just saw with that image, Twitch drops are going right now. You can get a full Jonah Vasquez outfit just by linking your behavior account with your Twitch account. So get on it if you haven't already. And as I mentioned before, coming up shortly is our highly anticipated, I know, I've seen the chat, 2v8 showcase. You're going to get to see the mode in action, but we're also going to talk about it in detail. It's coming right up after this segment with Rose to show you some amazing new cosmetics that look super cool. So stay tuned.
I can never get enough about talking about the cosmetics that are coming to Dead by Daylight. So what better way to feed this fire I have than to sit down with our product director, Rose Lee.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about not only the Tomb Raider collection, but the Blood and Bones collection, Forgotten Memory, as well as a couple of smaller collections.
Yeah, this section is going to be packed with cool stuff.
All right, so let's go ahead and kick it off by talking about how we've added Lara Croft to Dead by Daylight with her own Tomb Raider collection. She's going to be decked out in a couple of iconic looks. So can you walk us through that?
Yeah, well, to start, each of the 4 outfits from the Tomb Raider collection are from Lara's past adventures during the Survivor Trilogy era, which makes them kind of perfect for Dead by Daylight. She's been around the world and kind of done it all. So we had this long list of outfits on the table from which we could choose from. So we sat down together with a team to comb through them, and we picked the ones that we thought were the most iconic. Some outfits also pay homage to other eras. Lara's tactical adventure, or retrofit outfit as it's called in-game, from Rise of the Tomb Raider. It combines modern-style Lara with a vibrant color palette that's inspired by her iconic look. Everything from the Tomb Raider collection will be available as of today as part of the chapter release, so go check them out.
Okay, and I definitely will be. So next up, we have the Blood and Bones collection. Now, with 2v8 coming to Dead by Daylight, obviously it's a huge deal, and we wanted to be able to celebrate that with its own collection release. So can you tell us a bit about how the team approached this?
The 2v8 collection was the Blood and Bones collection took a lot of different directions as it came together. And we wanted to play with the idea with 2v8 for gladiators in a coliseum with 2 teams going to war against each other in a trial. So building on that team idea, we gave all of the killers that were included in this 2v8 the same sort of motif with those intimidating red masks and bloody spikes. We also gave the survivors their own type of uniform, but we thought it was really important to differentiate them based on their identities, so we gave them different colors of masks and different gems throughout their outfits.
Okay, but since this is a tie-in with 2v8, will it be limited with the game mode, or will it be permanent, and who's going to be featured?
So included in this collection are all of the killers that are going to be included in the first iteration of 2v8, as well as a selection of survivors, which were supposed to be the only ones available in this mode, but we've since been able to allow all of the survivors to be played in the 2v8 mode. They will be released alongside the 2v8 mode on July 25th, and they will be available permanently.
Okay, I know you made a lot of people in the chat happy with saying that, Rose. So next up, this next collection, we've got Forgotten Memory, which may only have one outfit in it, but it's a really good one. So can you tell us a bit more about how Fang's cosmetic came to be?
So we wanted to create a unique cosmetic for Fang, which would both showcase her personality and give us the opportunity to play with the way we integrate VFX into cosmetics. We basically gave the art team very few restrictions and asked them to push this idea as far as they could, and this is what came out of the idea. We're really happy with the results. Some killers have a little bit of VFX included in their looks, but this has become by far the most VFX we've ever integrated in any outfit, especially for a survivor. It's super stylish, super pretty, and very much Fang.
Okay, and when does it come out?
It comes out on July 30th.
Okay, so very close. Very excited. We also have 2 smaller collections, the Horrors from the Deep collection and the Noir collection. So they're both coming out within a few weeks of each other, so can you walk us through them?
The Horrors from the Deep collection comes out on August 6th, and I really like this one. It's one of my favorites that we've done in a while. It's inspired by crustaceans and deep-sea creatures, and the super fun fact that despite 71% of the Earth's surface being covered with oceans, a majority of it has yet to be explored. So that was the inspiration for Hearts from the Deep collection, and it features currently 2 killers that we've connected with deep sea creatures. It kicks off with the Dredge, who takes its look from a combination of crustaceans, and the Blight, whose look is inspired by glow-in-the-dark deep-sea predators. It's currently a 2-killer-only specific collection, but if people like it, we hope to add more to it in the future.
All right. And there is also the Noir collection. So can you tell us about that one?
The Noir collection comes out on August 13th, and it's giving throwback vibes to those old classic black and white detective movies. It's immersing Hattie, Jane, and Jonah in that shadowy allure and moody aesthetics of classic film noir.
Okay, and finally, with one more single outfit collection with a really cool tie-in to a movie that I cannot wait to see coming out this summer.
Yeah, we're finishing strong with the Alien Romulus collection, inspired by the soon-to-be-released film. We've created this one to celebrate the exciting release of Alien Romulus in theaters this August 16th. The outfit will be released in-game alongside the same day that Alien Romulus will be released in theaters, and it's a legendary outfit for Ripley that allows her to be swapped for Rain, one of the main protagonists from the movie, as played brilliantly by Kaylee Spinney.
All right, Rose. Well, thank you so much for that digital download of all of those amazing collections. So next up, we're going to be on the couch talking about 2v8 content, which I know a lot of you are expecting, really excited for. Eric will be joined by Justin Brown to break down everything you can expect in the game mode. Followed by that, we'll have a gameplay showcase, so stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
We are back again. There's a lot I could react to in that segment because there's so much awesome stuff, but we don't have time. We got big things to talk about. Finally, the moment that folks have waited for. Let's talk about 2v8. And with me now is Justin Brown, our product director. You are in the midst of a 2Justin show. That is a rare thing. It's not that rare. You guys are all over the place. But let's get into it. So I know you're looking to find out more details about 2v8. We're excited to tell you about them. We revealed it at the anniversary of DBD a couple months ago, but we were still cooking. We couldn't talk about everything in detail at the time. Now we can. So that's what we're here to do today. So let's kick it off with the most basic of info. When can people play 2v8?
Of course. And we don't have to wait all that long. I've seen people mentioning this in the chat. Not sure how they know already, but Thursday, July 25th, 2v8 will start. So next week, next Thursday. As we mentioned originally, it is a limited time event, so it will run for 2 weeks at least, making it end on August 8th.
Yeah, just hold on. We'll get into that later too about it being limited. We know people got thoughts. Just hold on. We got a lot of details to get into. So if people didn't catch the anniversary broadcast, give us a refresher on the team's goals with 2v8 and what they can expect from the brand new mode.
Yeah, absolutely. So first, we wanted it to be very different from a standard trial. We really wanted to focus on sort of fun, chaotic experience, something that was more like a party mode in Dead by Daylight. So with that, we really wanted to highlight those sort of social and teamwork elements in Dead by Daylight. And we made some adjustments just to keep that action fast-paced, make working together as a team of killers or survivors as dynamic as possible. We did, in fact, also drop a trailer yesterday, so most of you have probably seen it. For those that haven't, let's watch it again.
Get hype. Hell yeah. The music in that got me so hype. It's got like, I know you couldn't hear it because we're in the studio, but like 80s slasher vibes. So shout out to the folks who put that trailer together. But back to the mode. Let's get into the details. I'll kick us off. So in 2v8, we've got 13 generators. Survivors need to repair 8 of them. And this first iteration of the mode is coming with 5 maps, but they are supersized versions of existing maps. Yeah. So larger versions of maps you already know. And now Justin's going to walk us through a lot of the nitty-gritty with some helpful infographics along the way.
Yes, of course. So first things first, we really wanted to drive up the fast-paced, sort of chaotic element of this mode. As a result, one of the things that do not exist in this mode, you may have noticed from the trailer, are hooks. We do not have hooks in this mode. Instead, downed survivors in 2v8 are sent to a cage, much like Pyramid Head's power, and survivors will be sacrificed after 3 cage states. Next, survivors will also be able to self-heal after 2 cage states. So when you're on sort of death cage, so to speak, you can self-heal. On the counter side to that, survivors who have not yet been caged have their aura revealed to both killers every time a generator pops. And also note, just for all of you survivors out there, that when you uncage a survivor, the killers do not receive a loud noise notification in this mode, so you have a little bit of breathing room to regroup, sort of heal your teammate and move on. And then finally, there are no perks in 2v8. Instead, survivors have classes in this mode, which will make them embody a specific role. And then killers each have their own unique team power.
Okay, so slipping in kind of the big stuff at the end there, so let's focus on that. So no perks in 2v8. So how does the gameplay, which is usually built around those perks, how does it differ in this mode?
Yeah, so survivors having a class, it means that you have a sort of predefined gameplay objective to help your team, more or less. And it's very different from regular sort of DBD, because your classes, you can see your own class, all of your teammates' classes right in the lobby. You can continue to see them in the match. It's shown on the HUD. So you know what to sort of expect from each player as you're going into the match, how they're going to play, or at least how they should play to be the most effective.
Right.
For the killer side of things, it's more about just understanding what your unique killer's team power is and how to best leverage that.
Classes, team powers. You're queuing up everything for me. Thank you. Right. So let's speak about classes. Let's talk about those. So survivor classes are guide, medic, escapist, and scout. Tell me more.
That's exactly right. First things first, it's important to note any survivor can be any class. You can switch your class. Doesn't matter which survivor you are. They are not bound to a specific survivor. So then talk about the 4 unique ones. Of course, first we have medic. Medic, pretty self-explanatory. They're all about healing. They can see the aura of injured teammates. They also get great buffs when healing teammates. After that, we have the guide, which is all about generators. They do see the aura of some generators, and they provide cooperative bonuses when repairing generators with teammates. Next is the scout. It's all about collecting and gathering intel, being a little bit sneaky, stealth. The scout does have the killer's aura revealed to them if the killer damages a generator or breaks a pallet. They also crouch walk faster, that stealth element. And they also have this really great ability where anytime a scout player has line of sight on a killer, that killer's aura is revealed to the rest of the team. It cannot be overstated how valuable this can be in this mode for the rest of your team. And then last but not least, for those who love the chase, the escapist. The escapist, of course, sees the auras of vault locations and pallets. They also run faster while injured. And they have a sprint burst-like mechanic where they get a speed boost when they run, which is also applied to any teammates within a certain radius, which is very interesting.
Nice. I love those team boosts. Are so cool. Okay, that's the survivor side. On the killer side, you mentioned there's killer powers. We'll get into that. So the first iteration of 2v8, which is coming next week, as we just mentioned, it's coming with 5 original killers that people can choose from. We're already planning to be adding more in additional iterations of 2v8, but we're starting with 5. The Trapper, the Wraith, Huntress, Hillbilly, and the Nurse.
Yes, of course. And so as a killer, you finally have somebody to partner up with, which is huge. It's a big change. And we wanted to infuse them with abilities that would sort of reflect this new reality, and also to make each of them have actual powers that sort of make sense in this chaotic environment. We also did slight balance tweaks for each of the killers to sort of make them play better in this mode. So to achieve this last part, of course, we did a few base kit changes. It's mostly drawing inspiration from existing add-ons, just sort of buffing or nerfing specific killers when it made the most sense. They're pretty subtle tweaks, but they really help them shine in this mode. And then we get into the team abilities. This is something brand new for each of these killers. It's a really exciting way for these killers to cooperate with their teammates. As an example, the Trapper, every time he sets a trap, his teammate gets a speed boost.
Nice.
The Wraith, if the Wraith is cloaked within a certain proximity of his teammate will also get undetectable. The Huntress, each time she hits a survivor with a hatchet, that survivor's aura is revealed to her teammate, which is pretty interesting. The Hillbilly, whenever he is chainsaw sprinting, survivors within a certain distance of him will become exposed. And then last but not least, the Nurse gets an additional blink each time she's within a certain radius of her teammate.
Oh, hell yeah. That is so cool. It's so fresh and different from the core mode. So thank you, Justin, for the details. I think we've talked enough about it. I think people probably want to see it in action. And lucky for you, we've got a gameplay showcase right now. A couple of our devs go in as killers, and they'll face up against our Fog Whisperers in 2v8. And then right after that, we're going to make Justin stick around. We'll answer questions people have about 2v8 after the gameplay showcase. So let's check that out.
Hey there, Community Manager Dork here, and I'm super excited to be serving as a commentator for today's 2v8 gameplay segment. Now, we're going to have 2 amazing devs serving as our killers today, alongside 8 astounding Fog Whisperers. I cannot wait to see what chaos ensues. So join me as we go ahead and take a look at today's match.
Ooh, same
Another
map,
swelling
same
once more.
Not pickle toothpaste.
All right, and we've got the Wraith and the Trapper. Let's see how the Fog Whisperers do.
This go round. Excited. I love that I can see generators.
I'm just here to help if you're feeling ill.
Same. If you could give
know.
us support, thank you.
Alright, let's
Trapper! Oh!
Trapper! Why is he so
Why
fast?
are you so fast, Rafe? Wait! No, please no.
I'm curious, can the other killers see the traps on the ground?
Yes, the other killers can see the traps that are placed.
Steps in a trap.
Oh,
Trapper
no!
on me.
Wait, no! The tag team, no! That was pretty good, but I hated it at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
And as you can see in this mode, there's no hooks. So everyone is sent to a cage.
When they're on either side of you and they're boxing you in.
Yep. This is going to be very interesting gameplay to see how killers will either work together or just play a regular game.
I got body.
Oh, wait, where's his turn radius? I see you,
He's gone.
Thank you.
Just getting Diva. Release from
Whiffing.
Page. I like these
Whipping icon.
pages.
Whipping icon. Oh no. Whipping icon.
They're both there. Please steer.
And then we have a generator right behind us.
Easy. Can I heal? Thank you. I want to return the favor.
Revealed.
Also
Oh, yep, I see Wraith.
I saw the Wraith for a little
That
bit.
was cool.
Doing
Oh my
great.
gosh.
Trapper now. They're both in the middle area.
Not gonna lie, can we just have these classes instead of perks? I really like this more. This is really cool.
The classes do add a really unique, dynamic way of playing the game for sure. I agree with Die Hard Diva here.
Hello, dear.
Your killers could not handle
Oh,
my
hi.
beauty.
Why can I not heal? Hello, I'm confused.
Thank you.
I'm on the way.
Ooh, I like the extra speed.
Let's go.
Let's go, TPC. Woo!
I feel like whatever class has medic, if you're close by, that kind of like prove thyself. Works like that.
Oh yeah.
Trained professional.
I see Trapper setting up traps behind Diva.
I don't feel safe.
Oh, he's dooming.
Me.
Yeah, he's off in the distance.
Well, the fact that
Thank
he's
you,
a
thank you.
trapper, I have a high chance
He set a
I'm
trap at the main
going
building I
to
saw.
step on a trap.
Okay.
The trapper
I haven't
is
opened
really
a
fast.
chest.
Yeah, he's fast.
I'm hearing.
Oh,
I'm hearing.
like he's on his way. Maybe he's not.
And the heartbeat.
Oh, not
The heartbeat
this.
went away. Wait a minute.
Oh.
No.
Not
Look
the
at us
trapper
working on these
stomping me.
gens.
Top
Let's
hit.
go.
Oh, I just got a lot of hate.
Why are you both here? Hello. 2 gens left. Let's go.
Tile.
Oh, this is fucked up. Oh, I see both of them over there. This is fucked up.
Messed up. It's so messed up.
They're both on me.
Hello.
Well, the good news
They are. I see them.
is, right? Medic
Yeah,
is
they're
here.
both really close.
Yeah, I don't think they can stop my gen. And it looks like Rinka
Trapper's
King
right
and
behind us. Trapper's right behind us.
I got speed for some reason.
That's escapist, I think.
You'll never take me alive.
So amazing having all of the different classes when they come together, the uniqueness that gives with the lingering effects.
And I go back to that gen.
Oh.
Watch me step in a trap. I know myself. What is that noise? Oh, I don't like this. Oh no. Oh no.
Move back to Jen. Come on, Jen again.
Finish Apollo, you got this!
Yeah, we got it.
Jen is out!
All right, now that we're in the end game, there's actually 3 exit gates that our survivors are going to need to power up.
Trapper's currently on me.
I kind of want to find a hatch, because we said there's 2 hatches. And I got a skeleton key.
The hatches spawn when I think it said 2 survivors are left. I'm not sure.
I
have a door.
Oh no!
Oh no! You know what?
Do we need 99 doors? I don't think they're gonna have.
It's on me.
Blood Warden.
I don't know how I feel about
It'll
that.
start the end game.
That's
Oh.
okay. That's okay.
Oh well.
Oh, you
Okay,
can't
Rinka,
escape.
Gate's open.
Okay, sounds good.
You said you can't
People healing, so I'm just gonna run towards them.
We got a door open over
I
here.
see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
I see Rafe.
I'm here. I'm here.
And time to go inside.
Go! Are we good? Is everyone good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm ready to
We
escape.
have a race coming.
I low-key want to see a hatch. I'm staying.
Yeah, I'll leave.
For you,
Good luck,
sir.
everybody else.
Is everybody out? Is everybody
Kill
out?
tap. Kill
No,
tap.
no,
Kill
no.
tap.
I don't want to say that the trapper's on me because he might bring a friend.
I want to
I'm
spectate and see.
spectating.
Yeah,
I'm
I do want
We
to
have
see.
to see.
Oh, no, say.
Okay. Yeah, we just need one more
Yeah,
person
hatch
out.
possibly.
One more person out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
All right.
I'm leaving.
All right,
out
so
now?
Sam.
All right, now our 2 hatches have spawned on the map.
Softbox Save and hatch! Save and hatch! Quick!
You got this.
Just
don't.
Do
you hear a hatch?
I gotta save you first.
Yeah, it's in main, but he's got traps there, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, don't step in a trap. You got this.
No.
These are risky plays right now.
Yes.
Made even riskier now that the Wraith is cloaked.
This one.
Get out
Both
of
over here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh!
Oh wow.
Get out of here! Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Okay, there's one. I see one right there.
Oh my god, this is
gotta
so
go.
fun.
I love this.
Wait, so does that mean only one person can go through one hatch, or can both go through one hatch?
Only one of you. It's a hatch game. It's a hatch game.
Oh,
Go, King, go!
oh no! Oh no! Oh, the hatch is so close.
The endurance.
Oh no, where's the hatch? Oh no, the hatch was so close! Oh!
Stuck the hatch!
Oh my gosh.
R.I.P.
Okay, so we saw 2 hatches. That's so cool.
That was so intense.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness, that was so, it was so close.
That's crazy.
Wow,
like a
I'm not blue
movie.
anymore.
Jeez.
How pretty.
I'm a lovely light purple.
Blue or blue,
Sorry.
turquoise. I'll do an immediate death drop.
Oh my
No
god,
one
this
has
is
AIDS.
This is gonna be fun. Oh, I'm
They're
excited.
gonna bury us all in that mine.
Fun.
Oh, it's Trapper again.
I hear Wraith.
Oh no.
Trapper and Wraith.
I see.
No, it's a huntress. It's a
I
huntress.
see 3 gens being worked on.
Noise.
So Trapper Hunters.
I see Huntress.
I definitely see traps.
So the cannon couple check.
Oh, someone got smacked.
It was interesting.
Ruh-roh.
Get it.
Ruh-roh.
Get it.
Are we?
Huntress is circling main.
He's circling me.
Yep, I see
I'm
him.
looking my hair.
Just gonna run right past you, Mr. Trapper. Oh, they're tag teaming me, I fear.
Uh-oh. You're doing
no.
great, Trashley.
I see them both on you.
Oh, they've got me. Oh no! She stomped me. I liked it, but
Oh, okay, right
Might
here.
be a 3-gen run though. Look at us
Hello,
go.
Scared.
bestie.
Go, go, go.
hello.
And I helped.
Got the cage looking
Thank
like the
you.
iron. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Go.
Well,
Let's go. Huntress
Love
on
to
me.
see
Huntress on me.
Trapper's on the other side of the hill.
oh, it's a speed. Oh,
Ooh.
good gracious.
Ooh, nice palette.
Wow.
Oh, that is a nice palette. Fun little
That was
loop
a
right
nice
there.
hatchet.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
I've been stomped on. I kind of
Alright,
like
I'm gonna
it.
go for the save.
Good dial, bro.
I love how close they are.
I
they
really
do
like these
spawn
little
close.
pods. These like entity hand pods.
Little
Yeah,
drone.
We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Yep, 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 yep. No, not there, not there! Oh my god!
You got this, Polly.
We're doing gens all
A
on one side.
trap.
No,
I switched
Oh,
to
my
Killer
goodness.
Shack side.
That's a little
for
rude.
a
Alright, I see you
Who
right
is
here.
playing Huntress?
Hello, Trashley.
Hi.
end game. Wait, they see
Wow.
us, friend.
Oh no, I wasn't looking for the Huntress. I was looking at Trapper. Oh, I'm dead. It's over for me. No.
Oh, I just saw him for a split second. Oh no.
Ow.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
Watch you guy.
Don't quit. We
Hello.
got this.
I can't. Oh, there we go.
And
There
3
we go,
gens
here we
left.
go.
Let's
For
go.
some reason it wasn't.
Sheesh.
Okay, I see someone
You were too
healing over
quick.
there. Nice.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh my.
My fault. My fault. I forgot it
Oh
was.
my
What the-
gosh! How even?
There's a gen here right behind us.
You should get some endurance after
Oh
this.
my
Or
goodness!
not endurance, but sprint burst.
These are some great hits. 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 These are some great hits.
I can heal you.
Thank you.
Come.
And we got a gen. We got
Take
two
that,
gens actually
grabber
close
to
us.
the face.
I can see both killers.
Yep,
Now I
Trapper's
can. I
coming
see one.
right
Oh,
in
see
our
both?
direction.
I'm
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Going for the gen. They're going for the gen.
Back and forth.
Hiding, hiding,
Nia,
hiding.
if you,
Hi,
Nia, come
Trapper.
here. Stand there. Don't move.
Hello.
I like the sound effect of the
Thank
cage.
you
That's what that
so
is.
much.
It sounds really cool.
Yeah. What type of trap?
No,
Head
don't.
for the save, although
mind your
one is
business.
over here.
Oh no.
Okay, Huntress is coming towards us. Be careful.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Huntress is moving away.
Oh, they're
Turned around.
coming on both sides.
Doing a great
wow.
job, King.
The Trapper left me.
Aw, that gen was progressed.
Gotta go.
All right.
Ah!
Oh,
A little speed boost here.
Jeez!
no, these hits are really good from Huntress. Oh my gosh.
I tried. No, what?
Okay, we're going the long way.
Oh,
We're just going the long way. We're just
Oh my god, there's so many bodies.
There's a lot of
many
people
bodies.
getting-
Oh no.
I don't know if I'm
What,
winning this
getting
one.
ruined?
No, please, we can talk about this. We can talk about this. No, no.
Help! She's trying to throw hat traps on a trap. Help!
Wow.
Hey, when you guys are done healing, can you come save me?
We got you.
Ready for a boost? Boost. Oh, they're tag teaming again.
Oh man.
No one in the world is on a gen.
I know, I
They're just
know.
knocking us down.
3 of us are
Yeah.
dead hook.
It ain't looking good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm on a gen
I'm
now.
scared.
We probably whatever gens are left ourselves. So 3 times 6 gen.
Someone
I
have
guess.
trash.
We've been 6 gen, I
We
think.
6 gen ourselves.
Does anyone have?
It is really unfortunate when they work together.
It is. They get powerful.
They really
Yeah,
do.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm on a generator now.
Okay, I feel really bad that I'm the only person who has not been hooked.
Oh.
So
You
oh,
just-
hi, friend.
We were just here.
The camping
Oh my god.
Thought I'd drop in, you know?
Right,
Hello.
I'm gonna go distract. I
Oh
haven't
my
been hooked yet, and I feel bad.
Get yourself out there. Use your
Get in the
body.
fray.
Oh,
Come
man.
to me,
I'm now on
killers.
Death Hook as well.
Alright, I'm going to a gym.
Oh wait, I
Both
love
Diva,
you.
Diva and Sam are the only ones
Grab
not
deer.
on this.
Yeah,
Rink
I'm
is
just
got
on
deer.
the other side.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I'm healing.
I'm going to the gen on main.
Nah, these hits are
Yeah,
so
my
good.
main.
There's a gen back here.
Thank you. Oh, we
There's a
got
gen
to do
also
it.
over by the killer shack too.
patient. You're so
Trapper's walking
I
away
just
from
want
They're
a
it.
normal
tag
journey
teaming.
over here.
Hi.
I see this one.
Oh dear.
Oh no, guys, I think one of us are gonna die soon.
Oh no.
Oh.
Who did they put on the keyboard and mouse?
Right?
That's not. Help!
Can anyone save Sam?
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Y'all stay on gens. I got it.
We're friends. What do you mean?
Gen done.
Don't worry,
Let's
I
go
got
down here.
one.
Let's go down
Yes,
here.
one more. Oh, we got this. Nope, 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 nope,
Oh,
nope.
Trevor.
Run, Sam. Run, Sam.
Oh my god.
I will protect. No, I will protect friend Sam.
Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't
Oh
I?
gosh.
Oh no!
Oh!
Inside a shack, okay.
Yeah, I'm on it, but I know Polly's almost got one done.
I'm behind
Keep
log
her
pile.
busy. Keep her
Oh, they're
busy. Don't
tag
let her
teaming.
stop on me.
Okay.
Don't let her stop on me. Oh no!
Hear me. Oh no!
Oh no!
Polly, you're doing great. Stay on that last gen.
Polly is
committing.
not on
I'm
the
gonna do
last
this.
generator.
I
No
have
one is
passed
not.
away.
Oh
I fear.
gosh.
I'm committing. I got it.
This is my
going.
first one. I'll just hang here. You got this, Polly.
You helped.
Oh no.
You helped.
Yes.
What do you mean you helped? Get your foot out of this. We gotta go.
Oh my
Ashley,
god.
I'm so sorry that you're dead.
You know what? As long as one person makes it out, it's all worth it.
Don't hear me, don't hear me, don't hear me.
You're
I
doing
feel like I
great.
should go for this.
Cheers!
You're doing
sweetie,
great.
It's over.
Oh, trappers right behind you. Watch out, Sam. Ooh.
Oh shit!
I've got a door open.
Is anyone going for
Not
Diva?
another gate.
I mean, this is my first hook, so I got plenty of time.
I'm going for Diva. Since I'm healthy.
I still got you to keep running.
King.
I see Polly on the door.
They're coming to.
I'm
I
all
got
the way
heartbeat
across.
in my
I'm
gate.
going for Diva. Oh wait,
I see you.
okay, I see Michaela.
I see you.
I'm gonna heal with Michaela.
I'm going to Diva.
We got Diva. We got Diva.
Okay.
All right. I also see where.
And by the time we're done
Polly's
healing, we
in.
should have
Healing,
scrubbers.
healing.
We'll have scrubbers here in a minute.
Okay. There's an exit.
We're going
there's an
This
exit
way,
right here
this
to the
way.
left. Right.
Sam, follow.
Right.
Coming.
Right. Which way? I'm following.
Is that a? What's
I don't know if it's open.
This one is not open. Oh, Trapper's right here. Trapper's right here. Be careful. Be
Abort
careful.
mission.
Okay. I know which one,
Nice.
where Polly was, which is just
Sam, you
straight
ate
across
him
that way.
Sam and deer are healing in the gate.
Trapper
You
saw
guys
me.
can go for
I'm
hatchet.
running back there.
They
All right.
Oh.
We are good to go in case people need help. Body blocks.
Oh,
and-
Hunter sees us. Oh, God,
I'm
Hunter
running,
sees us.
I'm running.
Hunter sees
I'm by
us.
the hill, I'm by the hill.
Keep running.
Oh no.
Huntress is
This
trying
is
to cut me
fine.
off.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I'm out.
This is not fine.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
No.
So chaotic.
Oh no, the cage is right back over there.
Oh
Heal
no.
you. Let me heal
The
you.
one time I step on a trap, I know.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Christian,
we
y'all.
had to.
Do you see me
had
circling
to.
around?
I see.
The cage
I think
already
Hunter's
started.
One stop is all it
You get
takes.
out of the cage. You just run straight.
Got it.
Just run straight.
Got
And
it.
then the door will be a little to the right.
Okay.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
somebody save me? Oh, I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Respawning.
Wait,
It's moving. You're too close to it.
Let's go, Claude.
Okay, it's right next to the door. It's right next to the door. Someone save me. It's right next to the door.
Right, Kayla.
I didn't even know that could happen. That's so cool.
Wow.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Get out of
Wow.
That was so good.
Oh, no, Sam.
that is so scary when they're both on you.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
pretty scary.
You were like running both of them. That was insane.
That was
Oh,
such a
did
good
that.
match.
Oh my goodness.
Which dev was playing? I need to have a word. That Huntress play was a little scary.
I need to know
Oh,
Hunter's
oh,
pee, you
oh.
stinker.
Oh, I'm blue now.
Hey, we are back. We're having fun here in the studio. We're eating donuts and we're having a good time. That was chaos, and that was super fun to watch. I hope you at home or wherever you're watching this, maybe you're not at home, had fun as well. Lot of commentary in the chat during that, which I love to see. So we made Justin stick around to answer some questions about 2v8, further contextualize, detailize what we're doing. So let's dive into it. First question, can I queue up with a friend to play killer? And obviously, can I queue up with a friend with 7 friends to play survivor in 2v8?
All right, I appreciate the softball as the first one. The answer is easy yes and yes. Of course, it was very important to us always that this mode features teamwork. It's the first time you've ever been able to play together with a friend as a killer. It was mandatory. It's there. You're going to be able to play with your killer friend if you have one friend to play killer with. If you have 7 friends that play Dead by Daylight, I do not.
I can't relate to this.
You can get them, and you guys can play together as a party of 8.
If you have 7 friends, teach me your ways. Okay, next question. Are there changes to the maps?
Yes, there are changes. They were all made to be a little bit bigger. I can't remember the exact number. If you're familiar with Dead by Daylight maps, they have tiles. I want to say that there are 32 tiles. I could be wrong. It might be 34. They're all square. And they were specially adjusted for this mode, just to make sure that it makes the game flow really well. Some obstacles were removed. Some new ones were introduced.
So the specific maps, if you're wondering, there's Azerov's Resting Place, Suffocation Pit, Disturbed Ward, the Thompson House, and Mother's Dwelling. All right, now this is the question everyone's been asking or shouting at us. Will this mode become permanent?
So we can't definitively answer that right now. This was always sort of a first iteration. We wanted to get it into players' hands as early as we could to make sure that we were going in the right direction with this, that this was something people wanted, it was something people were going to continue to play.
Right.
And then we could continue to do work on it, refine it, make it the full mode we all want it to be.
Yep.
At that point, we'll certainly be having that discussion internally with the community, with everybody. How do we move forward with 2v8? Is it permanent? Is it semi-permanent? It'll be a big discussion moving forward. Today, we do not have a proper answer for that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the relationship with the community at this point, especially the way we work with the PTB. Yeah. We've built up this process of putting stuff out, getting feedback, iterating on it, and getting to this kind of more perfect version that hopefully everyone can enjoy. So it's the same approach we're taking here, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Play it, enjoy it, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, lots of good reactions in the chat, but let's hear once you get your hands on it, let us know. Maybe there's some balanced stuff people are pointing out. It's the first time, so let's check it out. Okay. This is a great question. Will 2v8 be playable in custom match?
So the answer right now is no. For much the same reasons. We want to make sure that we know exactly what it is that we plan on doing with 2v8 to make sure that it's the right mode in the right direction before we do the extra work to sort of build in the custom UI that's required on custom games. As soon as we are set on what the direction is, that work is going to start. We do want to get it in the custom games. It's just not slotted. I can't tell you a time right now.
Right. Sort of going with that last answer of like, we want it to be in a place where we're comfortable with it. Then we can do things like the custom match and all that. We know the value custom match has for content creators, for tournaments, but also just for you playing with your friends. So it's there. The desire's there. We just got to get to it.
Yeah.
Cool. Here's a very specific one. Is there friendly fire for killers?
No, you can't hit your killer teammate. In fact, even things like Trapper's Trap, you cannot have your teammate step into Trapper's Trap in this mode.
Okay. Next, why divide survivors into classes?
It's a great question. So obviously there was no perks. I guess you could have asked, well, why aren't there no perks? A lot of that reason was that we wanted to reduce the cognitive load in this mode. It's so chaotic. There's so much going on in the mode that we found when we were playtesting early, it was really beneficial to understand what each role was, what they were supposed to do, and understand how you were supposed to play and also how your teammates were supposed to play, just to reduce that sort of cognitive load. And then when we started trying it that way, we thought it was great. We thought it was such a fun, interesting twist on Dead by Daylight, and we wanted to put it into the players' hands. Of course, now that it's in your hands, we're listening. We want to hear what you guys think about this. We hope you like it as much as we did, but we'll see.
Yep, we will see. We will see, by the way, if you missed it when we said earlier, we will see on July 25th of next week is when the mode goes live, in case you didn't catch that news. All right. Will this game mode be available on all platforms?
Yes. All platforms will have access to 2v8. However, it is worth noting, despite our best efforts for this first iteration, there are some performance issues that remain on the Switch. It can be a little bit low on the FPS during 2v8. We're leaving it in there. We want to make sure that Switch players have access to this so they can try, so they can make that decision on whether they want to continue playing or not. But for all other platforms, there's nothing specific to call out.
Okay. Will players be able to bring items and offerings into the trial?
No, there are no items, there are no offerings. Of course, there are a bunch of loot chests in the match. You can get items from there. You can use them in the trial, but you're not bringing in a loadout that way.
But cosmetics are fine, right?
Cosmetics are fine. Yep. Bring your cosmetics.
And how many survivors can work on a single generator at a time?
Up to 4. If you can find a generator that has all 4 sides exposed, of course. Some generators only have 1 or 2 sides exposed.
Cool. Rapid fire here. I like this. Are all survivors playable in 2v8?
Yes. All survivors are playable, original and licensed.
Fantastic. Thank you, Justin, for sticking with us to answer those. Maybe you have more questions. Feel free to keep them coming. We'll try to answer as many as we can in the days ahead. But thank you for submitting questions. Thank you for talking to us today. People seem psyched. I'm psyched. And again, July 25th, next week, you can start playing 2v8. So we're going to swap a Justin out for a Dork. Hold on. And then we'll be back with a more broad general Q&A. So let's bring out Dork. Thank you, Justin.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, that man wanted to get off this set.
I love how excited he is.
It is about 5,000 degrees on here. People have to look at my awful moistness, and I apologize. We're almost done. I'm going to go towel off. But we got some more questions to answer. So with all these additions coming to the game, it's obviously an incredibly busy time for Dead by Daylight. Hopefully you've noticed. So let's take the time to answer questions. And I want to start with my pet favorite subject, which I was so psyched to talk about earlier. Let's get more into detail now on cross progression.
Yes. As we shared at the top of the show today, cross progression will be available July 22nd for anyone looking to sync their Dead by Daylight purchases or progress across all of their platforms. Anyone who wants to begin linking their platform can go ahead and start doing that on their behavior account as of today, and then sync them all together on July 22nd when cross progression is enabled. To help with this process and make it smoother, when that time does come, we have a simple how-to video that is easy to digest. It's step-by-step so that you can go ahead and get cross progression set up for you. So look out for that on our website and on our socials on July 19th.
Yes, and so for those looking for your specific platform of choice, what the details are, we've prepared a lovely little grid. We're just going to walk through it right now so everyone has the same level of info. There it is. A lot of green check marks. We love to see it. So you see for PlayStation and for Xbox, for Steam, Epic, and Microsoft Store. They all systems go for shared progression, shared inventory, shared paid currency, and shared DLC. Switch does allow shared progression and shared inventory, but we're unable to support at this time shared paid currency and shared DLC, with a caveat: if you're coming from another platform to Switch, you can bring that content with you, that DLC with you. So that is the only real caveat there. A lot of green checks. So if you need this is going to be posted up on our social accounts pretty soon. Maybe it already has been, who knows. So that is the detail, and yeah, we'll pass it back over to you.
Yeah, so if after all of that, was a lot of information. If you have any questions, we do have a handy dandy FAQ for you that covers all of that. So go ahead and check out our socials, or the website, so you can see everything there is to know about that.
Yeah, and we have another bit of information that is tied to this, right? So because cross progression ties all of our platforms together, we need all of our platforms to be working on the same playing field, so the same pricing, right? So there were a few DLCs on the PC side of things that had unmatched prices with the rest of the ecosystem. So starting on July 22nd, when cross progression goes live, All Things Wicked, Sadako Rising, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Saw, Silent Hill, and Dungeons and Dragons chapters are going to be adjusted from $6.99 US to $7.99 US on Steam, Epic, and Microsoft Store. So, we have another piece of housekeeping. We're doing a bit of housekeeping here. We want to keep you up to date with the info we got. This is a follow-up from our recent PTB. Players noticed right away a lot of UI changes in the character selection lobby, and had very strong thoughts on those.
Yeah, so we totally hear you on that, and we wanted to let you know that we've made the following changes that's releasing today on all platforms, or released on most platforms. Switch players, don't fret. This change will be coming to your way shortly, just we need a little bit more time. The character grid will contain 4 columns instead, it increased from 3. We're removing the own tag since you know what you own, and controller stickiness is being increased to the grid navigation to better make your selections.
So thank you so much for your feedback here. These are the changes we could do in the very short time between PTB and live. Doesn't mean that's the extent of all the changes we'll do, but we wanted to get those to you as quickly as we could. So I was saying to Justin earlier, this really is the value of what we do with the PTB. Getting that feedback from our players directly is so crucial. So thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you for anyone who's going to participate in a future PTB. And like we mentioned with 2v8, give us that feedback. Yeah. We crave it. So thank you so much. All right. Enough of me blabbering. We've got some questions to address. I will ask it. How about you answer it?
Sure.
Okay. Any ETA on when Trickster will return?
So we can confirm at this moment that Trickster will be back in rotation when the update releases after today's stream.
Yep, and along with that, just wanted to let people know, starting with today's build, maybe you've already noticed it because it's available, the photosensitivity warning will pop at the beginning of every load. In the past, it was just on first install. We made a change, so it's there every time as it should be. Next question. Do you have any sorry. Do you have any updates for custom games planned in the future?
So whilst that we don't have any updates currently planned, we're definitely looking at more things to improve on the custom game side, and we're happy to hear players' ideas for what they'd like to see in there. Trust me, I'm really wanting stuff in customs. I want them, so we're watching.
Yep. Okay, here's a question we got on the Tome outfits. We've been seeing on social people asking if Sable has dreads as a hairstyle in her Tome outfit that we showed earlier on the show.
And the answer is no. This concept art shows Sable having, she doesn't have dreads. It's actually just a layered hairstyle. So trust, that's not happening.
Yeah, we take that stuff super seriously. So thank you
seriously.
for flagging it, but also thank you for your help on that. All right, that is the show. That was a lot of show.
It's a lot of show. We had so much to show at the show.
We had a lot. Yeah, and
we 2v8 that.
We are 2v eating.
We're 2v eating.
Someone backstage dared us to say that.
Yeah.
We did it. So thank you, everyone. We hope you enjoy this new chapter. Lara Croft is now available in Dead by Daylight. Go get her and add one of gaming's best survivors to your roster. And remember, next week is bonkers. It's going to be packed. We've got cross progression on July 22nd. We've got 2v8 on July 25th. So get ready for some absolutely insane trials. Also, since all the survivors are included, as we mentioned, even Lara Croft, our newest survivor, will be playable in 2v8.
It's going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to get in there. I have 7 friends to play it with. We also hope you earned yourself your first Twitch drop, which is going to be Jonah's Weary Eyes headpiece cosmetic. You get that at watching the first hour of our show. And if you want to go ahead and get the rest of Jonah's awesome outfit, watch any Dead by Daylight stream in the Twitch Dead by Daylight category. To get that watch time, you have until July 30th to get it all. But for more information, go ahead to our website, deadbydaylight.com. But with that said, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're going to be rating polyester. And as always, be safe out there in the fog. Bye.
Thanks, y'all.